Hello, everyone. It is Wednesday evening, August 17th, 2022, and it is time for my next Facebook Live. So if you've just found me, this is my, every Wednesday I come to you, almost every Wednesday, with a live video of a project that I've made with my Stampin' Up! Products. So I show that to you. And then every week, everyone that, hey Nancy, everyone that comments on this video on Facebook will be in the drawing for the card that I make. So last week, we made this card using a couple of Sale-a-Bration items, this stylish sketches, hi Betty, and then this gold and silver paper in the background. Those are both something you can get free right now through the end of August with purchases. So we used those last week, and I will tell you at the end who won that card. And then tonight we're using two more Sale-a-Bration items. So the first one is this beautiful paper, and I keep getting more every time I earn a Sale-a-Bration item, because I have all the stamp sets now. I get more of this paper because it's so pretty. So it's meant to go through all the seasons. So this is like a spring. But on the back, that could be spring or Christmas colors. This is a fall one. Trees on the back, another fall one. Some softer colors. I think I get this up. A Christmas one. Some trees, that one we saw. There's a bigger one of that so you can see what it looks like. And then this beautiful bird one I haven't used yet. I need to use it because it's so pretty. And that's just a gorgeous... just some gorgeous colors there. And then this is another one of my favorites I need to use. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? And then that's the one we started with. So that's all of them. So it's beautiful paper. And you can get it free with a $50 purchase through the end of this month. So far, when I checked yesterday, it was still available. Some of the Sale-a-Bration stuff has already sold out. So if this is something you want, you don't want to wait any longer. Things are starting to sell out. And then the other Sale-a-Bration item we're using is this perfect pomegranate set. So this one is something you can get free with a $300 purchase. So if that's more than you want to spend yourself, then gather some friends, place an order, and you can get this for free. So I posted this picture. I made this with the kind of spring paper and, to me, spring colors. And I thought, well, I'm going to try and make more of a fall toned card. So that's what we're going to do tonight. So this is the one we're going to make tonight. Hey, Debbie. So it's more fall colors. And if you ever wonder what colors are in the paper, because I took these colors straight out of the Designer Series paper. And you don't see a lot of it, but it's a fun little addition. You can always look, hopefully I can do it without too much glare, on the back. And it'll tell you what colors are used in this paper. And I love that because then I know it's all going to match. All right. So everyone that comments will be in the drawing to win this card. Not next week. I won't be here next week. So there won't be a Facebook Live next week. If I get a chance, I'll record a video, but I won't be doing a drawing or anything next week. So it'll be in 2 weeks. You'll win this card. But I am going to New Orleans next Wednesday. My friends and I are going a day early. There is a leadership conference for Stampin' Up! So if you're a certain level and above, you can go to this leadership conference in New Orleans. And it's Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. But we're going to go Wednesday so we can have some time to look around and have fun in New Orleans. So next Wednesday, no Facebook Live. All right, but let's make this card. So, and I will put the measurements, all the measurements of my pieces, here's my pieces that we're going to use, on my blog when we're done here. So for our stamping, let's do this first. Now what I did, I'm going to grab a pencil real quick. Oh, and I forgot to share this. One moment, please. I got so excited about stamping, I forgot to share it with my group page, just in case somebody's looking there. So let me do that real quick while you look at, oh, here, let me put something pretty for you to look at while you're waiting. course, my laptop's going to be slow when I'm trying to do this. Come on. So the colors I used in this while I'm waiting on my laptop, crushed curry, poppy parade, and mint macaron. So those were 3 of the colors in the paper, and they were in this this particular piece of paper, it looked like. Now it looks like I've covered up all the crushed curry on this piece, but all right. Almost there. And I really liked the mint macaron. This one, just so you know, these colors, again, from the paper, petal pink, poppy parade again, and let me see. I think it's the new one. I think it's the parakeet party, but let me double check. Yes, parakeet party is that bright green. All right, one moment. Almost there. Out of the way. And then the sentiment. So this set doesn't come with any sentiment, so I had to find one from somewhere else. So I chose this Splendid Thoughts. I really like these sentiments that are different fonts put together, so I did the Let's Celebrate. I thought about sending hugs, but especially with this one, it seemed a little bright and cheery for sending hugs. So I just stayed with the same sentiment on this one. Okay, we are shared now. We can get back to playing. So what I did, just to be sure that I had my flowers placed where I wanted them, I just took my pencil and I laid my punch in where I want it to go, so in the middle of this white piece, and then I just lightly put little marks like that. And I have a good white eraser that I'll use when we're all done to erase those. But that just helps me know I don't want to put anything too much in here because it'll get covered up. So I want to keep my stamping outside of that area. So that was just what I did to help. So I started with my Poppy Parade, the big flowers. And this is, you can tell, let me show you a little bit closer. This is a distinctive stamp. So see that variation in color there? I didn't do anything. I just stamped it. It's all a part of the stamp. You can kind of see where it's got lighter places. So we're going to do one here. One down here, and I want to leave some space so I can put some other flowers in there. And I'm using this Stampin' Pierce mat because these photopolymers don't have any cushion themselves. So they stamp better, especially when you have one that's more solid like this, if you have your Stampin' Pierce mat underneath. All right, so there's those flowers. I'll set that aside so I don't get red everywhere. And we'll use this ink again, but not quite yet. So now let's do our leaves. So this is mint macaron. Looks like I might need to re-ink it, huh? And so we'll do one up here. And one down here. Again, all this mess is going to be covered up in the middle. And then if we decide there is another, so I use the 3-leaf stamp. There's a 2-leaf stamp. So if you decide you need to fill in some more, you can always grab that 2-leaf one and add a few more leaves. All right, now we're going to do our crushed curry flowers. And so I just did one here, and then I'm going to grab another piece of scratch paper. I used to have a little one. Well, this will work. This will work. Because I may go off the edge, and I don't want to get ink on this. So then we'll put one there. And one over here. All right, that looks good. Oh, wait, we have one more thing to do with that. And that is our card base. I stamped, it just seemed kind of plain, even with the designer series paper. So I just stamped some tone-on-tone flowers in the corners. So let's get our bone folder. And let's stamp some flowers. So I did them in this upper right, left, upper left corner and lower right corner. And I'm just kind of turning because there is one side that's darker, so I'm just kind of turning it so it's not always the same. There we go. All right, now we're done with our crushed curry. And then we just have a little bit left to stamp with our Poppy Parade. Where is my pretty stamped piece? Oh, I put it over here. So we want to do the insides to these yellow flowers. So there's, I think it's easier to show you on the box. There's a little speckle, and that looked like the inside to the flowers to me. So we'll just put some little Poppy Parade dots on the inside of our flowers. All right, that piece is done. And then we need our sentiment piece. And we're going to take the Let's Celebrate in our Poppy Parade and try and put that in the middle. Hey, that worked out pretty well. All right, now we're done stamping. Get this stuff out of the way before I make a mess. Okay, we are ready to start putting this together. So I have just a strip of this designer series paper. And the only thing that I put up on dimensionals was the sentiment. So everything else is just flat. So I'm just using my Stampin' Seal. And we'll put this across the middle. And then put this. And I have just a little bit larger piece of the Poppy Parade, so it'll just have a small border around it. But that will just kind of set it off, especially from that designer series paper. If you put that directly on the designer series paper, it would get lost. But with that little bit of a mat, then it'll pop off. And before we do go any further, sometimes you can't see, but like I can see that mark right there. And it might get covered up by the sentiment, but I'm not positive, so I'm going to erase those two. All right. Put this on our card base now. Trying to get it straight. And so those stamped flowers in the corners just kind of peek out a little bit. All right, and now we need our dimensionals. And so 2 dimensionals will be enough for this. Just one on each end. And then you just put that right in the middle so it covers up all those stems coming together, and that's it. That's all there is to it. So very quick and easy card. So there's a fall version and a spring version. All right, so I will get on my blog and create a blog post that has all the dimensions here. So if you want to recreate this, if you want any of this Stampin' Up! Free celebration stuff, let me know. We can get an order placed for you so you can earn it free. And before I forget, let's see who won last week's card. So this cute duck card goes to Debbie, and she's watching tonight. So yay, Debbie. So I will get that card to you. And I will see you in 2 weeks. So next week, no Facebook Live. Thank you, ladies. I'm glad you liked it. Next week, no Facebook Live, but in 2 weeks, I will be back. All right. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you later. Bye.